Ultralisk Infestor, once he gets that Pathogen Gland, get the Pathogen Gland. A couple Banelings going down in the midfield for free. And as I said, one of the Widow Mines is a hero Widow Mine. Got 9 Baneling kills in one shot. That amounts to about 150 gas, I think. Math on stream. Pretty good trade. 13 more Banelings on the way. I mean, Zerg player, he has money to burn, although he isn't maxed out yet. And he actually doesn't have an Ultralisk Cavern. I thought he had an Ultralisk Cavern. Okay. So he is getting the +3 flyer attacks now. But this is a really super late transition from our Zerg player. I really thought he already had that Ultralisk Den out. But no, he's now in a very bad spot right now. You know, and by very bad spot, I mean he has 25 Banelings, 73 Zerglings, and 22 Melas. But our Terran player gets his entire army surrounded, does about nothing with it, and pretty much a free army. I mean, our Zerg player has lost only slightly less than our Terran player, oddly enough, but interesting. A drop does go down at the 5th base. Does get quickly swept up by our Zerg player. 2 more barracks going down at the in-base 3rd of our Terran player. He is trying to secure his 5th base, but... Oh my gosh, hold on one moment. Settings, press 2 real quick, and just look at the map vision of our Zerg player. It's just everywhere. He knows everything that's going on with this beautiful creep spread and this excellent Overlord positioning. Oh my gosh. I don't see how Nick can come back from this right now. Zerg player has absolute map control. Mutalisk going into the in-base 3rd, destroying all the missile turrets. A pillage of SCVs here for the taking. And there goes the entire middle line. Doesn't even bother to pull it back, whether he's not remembering or he just doesn't care. Terrible, terrible damage being dealt to our Zerg player. I mean, Terran player. God, what's wrong with me today? This is what I get for only sleeping for 2 hours. Terran player is clearing out a bit of the creep, but he's gonna lose his entire army again for trying to clear out the creep. Silly Terran, you don't go out onto the creep. Or stem your forces up a choke while, you know, expansion's up in smoke. He really should start searching for the Spire. Figure out the ground. Excellent scan by our Terran player, seeing those burrowed Banelings. Baneling landmines, always a good idea, but, you know, doing it right in front of him might signal him to scan. Sometimes, not always, but sometimes. And I love this Spire Zerg player. He is splitting up the Mutalisks and his main army, but he does take quite a few shots from Widow Mines at the in-base 3rd of our Terran player, and losing quite a few Mutalisks. The supply resources lost is now equalized, but again, Terran player loses his army in the midfield, and Terran's behind again. But there are so many Widow Mines out on the field right now for our Terran player, and Zerg player actually taking a really bad engagement, I want to say right now. A terrible engagement, actually. Widow Mines are dealing an inordinate amount of damage to his entire army, and that was a pretty awful trade by our Zerg player, but here's the thing. He has 3K 4K, 3K in the bank right now. He's just going to remax on 100 Zerglings and 7 more Mulas. He is finally getting that +1 flyer carapace. And he has 6 space. He really should have taken that 6 up at the top, in my opinion, or double expanded altogether. Now the Terran army will be moving down to the 6 space, and he will get a snipe on it. So it's pretty good for a Terran player, but Zerg player is still healthily mining on 1, 2, 3 bases. 2.5 bases. So, our Terran player just, you know, hanging in there. He's a tough one. Good surround coming in for our Zerg player, but he only has Zerglings. And although they do have Adrenal Glands and 3-3, that's not the best. And Widow Mine's actually getting amazing connections on the Mulas. We have a Skittles rainbow going on right here. And Terran can make it. No, he can't. But a lot of damage has been done to our Zerg player. And he's actually ahead by about 3,000 resources lost right now. And Terran player just doing the parade march in. Is our Terran player going to be able to snipe this 5th base? I mean, there are quite a few spine crawlers here, but not all of them are positioned in front. About 3 of them are having their own little private conversation here in the back. And Zerg player streaming in more units to try and repel this, and it looks like he might be able to do it, but oh, there are 5 Widow Mines coming on right now. And our Zerg player has lost so many Mulas. He's down to 10 Mulas from his former block of round 22, and there are 4 Ultralisks on the field right now. Widow Mines are kind of good. and now they're all in the orange and yellow. But Ultralisks on creep are pretty fast. With that new Kaiser Blade, 44 damage to everything, they're kind of good. Just a little bit. Now, these Ultralisks are kind of trapped because there are Widow Mines, which are about to detonate all over them. And there is no observer nearby, so these 3 Widow Mines may detonate again. No, the Ultralisks are smart and be wary of them, for the ground is full of Widow Mines and terror. I hope I did that right. I don't think I did. Now, our Terran player is going mule crazy on his own 6th base. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5th base. I said 5th base, not 6th base. I said 5th base. He is morphing that into a planetary fortress. Excellent choice, although a couple of Banelings could easily take it down. And our Zerg player, well, he actually kind of can't afford that right now. He is pretty low on money right about now. And our Terran player is going up to the top right position to snipe some creep tumors. He's going to pull back. Excellent choice. He can't really overcommit right now because he is only mining on that one base. Thank you for pinging that yet again. He does have a bit of mining going down at his in-base 3rd and 4th, but besides that, this 5th base is his only source of income. And if we take a look at the income tab, Terran player's at 4k minerals per minute, but he has a ton of mules up, so that should go down momentarily. And another ping going down for our Zerg player. He is mining on that base, the one in the in-base 3rd and the 5th. He is securing his 6th right about now. Does clean up the army over at the top right position. Should take that 7th base at his leisure, however you like to say it. But our Terran player is positioning to maybe do a push starting from the top right position. Yes, just have quite a large army. And by quite a large army, I mean he has 18 Widow Mines, so that's absolutely fine. Actually he has 53 Marines as well. Wow. 16 Marauders. Very good unit composition by our Terran player right now. If we take a look at the Army tab, the Terran player is actually up by about 30 Army supply. That's pretty good. If he was to take an engagement right now, it would be optimal for him. Except for the fact that all his Widow Mines are clumped up right about here. Just go on my camera for a minute, Saxon. There we go. He's spreading them out. Silly Terran. You don't put 12 Widow Mines in the same spot. Ha. Now, our Zerg player is going to try and defend the 6th base. Although it's not terrible if he loses it, he'd rather not, because he is starting to go a little bit dry at the moment, because he isn't only mining on 2 base. 2 of the Terrans, like, well, it's a 1.5, I want to say. But it's fine. Zerg player getting more needless and more upgrades for that Zerg flyer care base. A couple of Marines and Marauders at the 6, trying to kill it. Just going to focus it down. But Banelings are kind of good at killing things, and that hatchery survives with 166 HP. Not too shabby. But if we take a look in the midfield, more Marines and Marauders moving on out. Tons of Widow Mines. This Terran is just pumping out unit after unit. Excellent production from our Terran player. His macro is spot on. Another command center finishing for him. And Zerg player is going to go for it in the midfield, coming from all sides with Mulus and Banelings, Zerglings, and Ultralisks. Oh my. But his army gets absolutely obliterated because he kept making Mutalisks. Zergy Plez. So our Terran player is actually in a really good spot, I want to say right now, because he has a huge army advantage. Now, as long as he doesn't lose his entire army to Banelings, he should be in a good position to try and take back this game. If he loses his entire army to Banelings, he's not in a good position to take back this game. So, more reinforcements are streaming across the map for our Terran player, but he's kind of losing all of them. And our Zerg player is healthfully mining, but he is so far down in supply for some reason. I have no idea why. He has more mining bases, more income, but he's just not macroing well? I don't know. So these Mutalisks will clean up these Marines and Marauders at the 5th base. More Marines and Marauders and Widow Mines moving on up, but a drop at the in-base 3rd, doing a lot of damage. Mutalisk getting picked off pretty much for free. He needs to move back a lot of Zerglings to come deal with this, but he doesn't have Zerglings. He has a Zergling, singular, and only 14 Mutalisks. 20 more Zerglings are on the way, but he does lose that in-base 3rd. That is actually really awful for him. Now, Bellies is dancing the Marines, and that was the dance of defeat. Well, I think Nick would win that, but he did. Game.
Yeah, I thought Nick lost it there for a bit, but it's good for him to. He had good macro.
Hold on one moment. Okay, there we go. Hold on, I just need to take a long drink of water. I'm just not talking right today. I'll get back in it, guys. Don't worry. So, Rice Willis will be the next player for Team Seraphic Gaming. I don't think I can make any acceptable puns using the name Rice Willis. See, now I have this horrible, horrible image in my mind. Follow me, Sex, for a moment, if you would. So, we open up to Die Hard, but instead of Bruce Willis, it's a giant piece of Korean rice. Alright, you following me? Alright.
Yeah.
And the entire premise of the movie is that he has to stop the fat American terrorists from eating all the rice that belong to the people of... Xenix, you need to help me here. Xenix?
I have no idea.
South Korea! Because
Oh.
StarCraft takes place in South Korea. And that's the entire movie. It's just a giant ball of rice smacking down on evil American corporate pigs. Something like that. I don't know. But I need to write a screenplay for that. That would be beautiful. Yes, Pony. Assistance, please. I'm casting horribly today. Rise? Not rice? It looks like rice. My screen's at like 280p, so I can hardly read it.
It's Rise.
Looks like rice. It's
It's Rise. It's like Rise from the ground.
It is rice. Rice also comes from the ground.
Alright, sorry, I'm back. I'll help you out a little bit. I'll keep you in charge, though.
Thank you, Pony. My very best. My
I caught
very
the
best.
I caught the end of that game, and it was pretty impressive by Nick to make a comeback. I thought he was done.
Indeed, I thought he was done too. My very best friend. There we go. I finished it. So it will be Nick against Rice Willis. It will be a TVT. Take a quick look at Rice Willis's statistics. In TVT, he does hold a 54% win rate with 13 games played, but that's in the current season. Let's look at the all season. He has a 52% win rate with 502 games played. What are the chances of that? Don't ask me to do that math, ever, period. Nick's TVT is at about a 53% win rate with 307 games played, so not too shabby. We'll be moving on to this game on Neoplanet S Ladder Edition in just a moment. I'm falling out of my chair because I'm an idiot. I was leaning. Remember, don't lean in your chair no matter how cool that looks.
Joel, were you sick last time? You sound healthier, not so raspy.
Yeah, I was very sick last time I casted. I had horrible allergies, and I still have horrible allergies, but they're not as horrible. Hopefully. Or are you being nice to me?
I don't know, you just sound younger or something. I'm not sure what it is. Sound a little different.
Hold on. Does this sound better?
No, you sound great, actually.
Yes! I'm not doing horribly again. So, the potatoes have loaded, the hamsters are rolling. We will be going on to this game on Neoplanet SLE. And, Pony, do you want to introduce one of the players?
Sure, I'll introduce Nick. You can do the other.
Good.
Alright, so spawning in the bottom left, we have Team 2 Pro Nick.
It's very bland. I think it fits Nick very well.
Yeah.
And spawning in the top right. In the movies, Die Hard, Die Hard 2, Die Hard 3, and Die Hard 4, I don't remember the name of it, we have, for Team Seraphic Gaming, Rice Willis! Excellent.
Yeah, you just blew me out of the water there.
Just like the explosions that Michael Bay can produce.
Alright, well, you're a Terran player, so let's get an explanation of what you think is going to happen.